Hey guys, it's been a while. Um, Hope everyone had a great holiday, New Year, Christmas, all that bullshit. Anyways, Champions League came back this past week. We got to see Barcelona against Manchester City, which was not to be biased or anything, but I think it was probably the most people were looking forward to the most out of all the ties. Um, we got to see also PSG against Bayer Leverkusen. We got to see Arsenal against Bayern Munich, and we got to see Atletico Madrid and Milan. Um, Something I noticed in all of the games except for one, there was a red card and a penalty, which was pretty crazy. I don't know if that's ever happened before. Um, well, first, the Barcelona game. Um, I wasn't really surprised with the way the teams came out. Um, Barcelona in the past, they at least if the first leg is away, they I've seen this kind of game plan where they try to kill off the first game. They just play for like a draw or a scoreless draw, and basically just kill off possession, choke possession the whole game, and try to wear down the team. So in the last 10 minutes, they can have a chance or two. Um, that penalty turned out not to really be a penalty. Well, according to who you ask, some people argue for continuation, but I don't. I didn't look up the rule, so I don't know what the official rule is. But he did start outside of the box. Um, you can't really. A lot of people are giving Demichelis um, the whole blame, but I mean, he could have, in my opinion. I'm a fucking amateur. I don't know. I've never played professional sports, but I would have liked to have seen him give Joe Hart a chance 1-on-1. That would have been, I don't know, I mean, better than going down to 10 men. But in reality, that I think most people agree that a lot of people maybe that happened because of Jesus Navas. I don't know if you saw from the beginning of the play happened when he went down. He went down really easily, like just simulating contact instead of trying to stay up. And then there was a lot more people, or I think it was Zabaleta, Silva, and then they switched over to the wing to defend Iniesta, and then Messi got open, he got onside, and Demichelis of all people is not going to keep up with him. Um, Messi converted the penalty, it went up 1-0, and down to 10 men. And funny enough, I thought City played a lot better after they went down. You know, for a team, I've been watching them pretty much all of their Premiership games this year, and they've been wonderful on attack. One of the more exciting teams to watch. So I mean, I know you kind of have to be careful. It's the first leg, but I was really surprised that they didn't go for the win for the win more at the beginning. They kind of just let Barcelona do whatever, and it changed after that. I didn't like that Pellegrini put two left backs. He put Kolarov and Glitchy, or however you say his name. And I think they could have used, I don't know, something else there. Not I know Kolarov is great on set pieces and he's good on attack, but I didn't agree with that too much. And then, like I mentioned earlier, that game plan seemed to have worked. Towards the end, they were kind of gassed, and Neymar came in. So a lot of people were wondering why he didn't start. A few things to keep in mind. First of all, a lot of teams right now are trying to protect their stars. It's a World Cup year, and we've already had a lot of huge injuries. Like, for example, my country, we haven't been there in 16 years, and our biggest star, you know, he got injured and he might not make it. Although the latest things I've seen on him give me hope that because he's doing a lot, he seems to be recovering a lot faster. Although typically that injury takes like 6 months. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, don't expect Neymar to log heavy minutes until he's 100% fit. Plus, I liked, that he was coming off the bench because we're playing such a offensive juggernaut. I liked Alexis starting because he provides a lot more cover on defense. He runs back. He's a fucking beast. So I like that. But yeah, he came in. Neymar came in, and he's one of those players that offers you that one-on-one, ability to take on defenders. So I really enjoyed him coming on, and then him and Danny hooked up, which Alves had a phenomenal match. Valdez, a lot of people were giving him shit. I don't fucking get it, especially with the height of Barcelona, and you're playing a team that's good on set pieces like that. I thought he had a great game, but great goal by Alves. Um, I found it funny how Messi kind of did the. I don't know if you guys noticed a while back, Puyol kind of scolded Alcantara when he was on the team and Alves because they were celebrating. The game was like 5-0 and they had scored. I think this was 2 years ago. Oh, no, it was last year. Because Tito, he had just gotten the news that he had cancer and everything. I just liked, Puyol is like that kind of like, all business, let's not be disrespectful kind of guy. And Messi kind of, I don't know if he was doing that also, but I liked how he kind of got Alves and Neymar before they started doing their celebration. Just something I noticed. But yeah, 2-0, which is a phenomenal result to get away. By no means is not to be politically correct, but because it's not, when you play a team that great, the tie is not over, especially since Agüero will be back. I honestly expect him to score at least one goal, so we'll see what happens in the second leg. What was the other matches? Oh, PSG and Bayer Leverkusen. This has to be, in my opinion, Zlatan's best year ever. And I mean, statistically it is. I just saw a stat today. He has 37 goals in 36 matches. I know League One isn't the Serie A or he doesn't have to, he's not in La Liga or whatever, but that's phenomenal. He's playing amazing, and I've always enjoyed his semantics and all his funny interviews and stuff. I started reading his book about halfway through it, and I really recommend it. It makes a lot of sense why he presents himself the way he is and why he jokes around a lot. He's a phenomenal athlete with a lot of determination. So, and I mean, who doesn't love how he scores? And some people give him shit because he's cocky and all that, but honestly, if a lot of people were in the same position, they'd be even worse. But yeah, that game was, believe it ended 4-0, but it was over by the 20th minute. It was Zlatan had scored 2 goals, I believe. That laser though was ridiculous. I'll try to put a link in the comments to it. That one is over. You don't give up 4 goals away at home. And something that kind of confused me about Bayer Leverkusen's situation, they had this phenomenal talent. Sam, I think his first name is Sydney. I got to see him a few games, and he went to Schalke, which they're a great team, and they're actually one of my favorite teams to watch in the Bundesliga. But I was like, man, they're not guaranteed Champions League next year. Leverkusen is. I think they're still second. Yes, the Bundesliga is over. In Bayern, I think it has 63 points, and the closest has like 43 or something, or 41. I think they're 22 points ahead. But Leverkusen is a great team, and they're going to be in it next year. And apparently, the wages that Schalke was offering them wasn't even that much more. So I didn't get the move why he went over there. But yeah, that tie is over. I'll be secretly really rooting for PSG, not for their team or anything. But Zlatan is a phenomenal talent, and I was pretty upset that he's not going to be at the World Cup. So I hope he goes really far. If it's not Barcelona, then I'll be going for them. The other match. I'll do it in part 2. Thanks.